Today's update takes us to Cameroon, where Africa's second longest serving leader has just eliminated his strongest challenger from October's presidential race. Paul Biya, 92 years old and in power for 43 years, is seeking his 8th term, while opposition leader Maurice Kamto has been barred from the ballot. Let's take a closer look at how this unfolded. For Maurice Kamto and Cameroon's opposition parties, this election represented something unprecedented, their first unified coalition in decades. Approximately 30 opposition parties had coalesced around one candidate. However, the Electoral Commission's decision has ended that unity. But how did we get here? Biya's RDPC party has held power since Cameroon's independence in 1960. Biya took power in 1982, and in 2008, the constitution was amended to remove presidential term limits. The 2018 election saw Kamto officially win 14% against Biya's 70%. Fraud allegations followed, leading to 9 months of imprisonment for Kamto and hundreds of his supporters. Opposition parties concluded that division guaranteed defeat. In Cameroon's single-round system, they believed only unity could challenge the incumbent. This year, they achieved that unity. Around 30 parties backing Kamto under the Alliance Politique pour le Changement coalition. Now, recent developments have altered that strategy. On July 26th, Cameroon's Electoral Commission released its list. Only 13 of 83 presidential candidates were approved. Kamto's name was absent. The commission cited legal requirements. Kamto's original party, the Cameroon Renaissance Movement, was excluded because it boycotted the 2020 legislative elections and lacked parliamentary representation, which is required under electoral law. Kamto then aligned with Manidem, a party that does have representation. However, another candidate also registered under Manidem's name. The commission said that having 2 candidates from the same party caused procedural confusion, leading to the disqualification of both under the country's electoral rules. Kamto has 48 hours to appeal to the Constitutional Council, whose members are appointed by President Biya. As of now, Kamto's appeal is pending, with no guarantee of reinstatement. Manidem's president called Kamto's exclusion arbitrary and provocative, promising appeals while urging supporters to remain calm. Security forces were deployed around the Electoral Commission and along major roads in Yaoundé and Douala. The UN Department of Safety and Security had warned that the candidate announcement could trigger protests. Among the 13 approved candidates are 2 former Biya ministers, Issa Chiroma Bakari and Bello Buba Maigari, who served in his government for nearly 3 decades. But the implications extend beyond Cameroon's borders. Opposition parties across Central Africa have faced similar legal challenges when attempting to field candidates against long-serving leaders. Constitutional amendments and electoral requirements have been used in several countries to limit opposition participation. Cameroon also faces escalating security challenges from Boko Haram, with local reports documenting at least 275 deaths in the far north region in 2025. Political analysts say electoral legitimacy affects a government's ability to build public support for counter-terrorism efforts. So what happens next? As Kamto's legal team prepares their appeal, the broader question remains whether opposition movements can navigate electoral requirements designed during decades of single-party rule, or if legal barriers will continue limiting political competition. October 12th will provide the answer. The regional implications will unfold over time. Subscribe for updates and other news around the continent. This is the Africa Briefing Room.